Power! Welcome back to Bluudys Garage! Yay! We're finally back in the car doing a video. I'm sat in the Vectra. I've just had to move all the cars around on the drive. So the project shed is now parked behind me, as you can see. Kind of see. Supra is on the road because tomorrow is Sunday and we are going to a car show. Or a car meet, whatever you want to call it. And I'm going in the Supra. So we have the Vectra. We haven't done anything with it yet because, to be honest, I've had it a week. But I've only been driving it one day. And what happened in that one day? Our lovely little engine management light came on. And you see? So, already I need to plug in to find out what's brought it on. Good old Vauxhall. It's not in limp mode or anything, don't get me wrong. But we need to plug in. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to grab my reader, find out what the code's in for, so then maybe if it's something we need to fix, we can fix that in another video. I'm going to get the reader and we'll go from there, and then, well, we'll just go from there. So I'm going to grab my reader. So I have my little Ansel reader. The OBD port is underneath the ashtray, which I've pulled out. So plug in, and then we'll put the key in the ignition, and then we'll have a read. That's a bit loose, look at that! Oh, just look at what we got down there. They're probably RCA. Oh, what the frick? What is that? What is that wiring? What is that? Someone's not even used tape or anything. Oh no, is that for that? It probably isn't it. Oh, I don't know. It probably. Oh, I don't bloody know. Look at that bad wiring down there. That's scandalous, whoever did that. And yes, I did somehow get a message. Oh, sorry, there is a bit of tape. It's just very poor. I think that is for the boost gauge, if I'm honest. Oh my god, the tapes just fell off. Tapes fell off at the bottom now. So I'm pretty sure now, if I just pull that off like that, yeah, and then I bet the boost gauge doesn't light up anymore. Yeah, that was for the boost gauge. That is really bad. Right, so before we do anything later on, I'm going to have to cover up that. I don't mind the boost gauge not lighting up for now. It's not an issue. I don't really fussed. But wow. Anyway, right, plug. OBD plug. Bloody hell, that's funny. Bad how loose that was though. How loose is the plug? What the frick? How loose is everything in this car? This is what you have when you get modified cars. Have we got power? No, I don't think we have. Right, my hand behind the plug. Squash it on. Oh, I'm covering the lens. There we go, with my finger. Move that. But there we go, we have power. Right, so we're going to need ignition on. Ignition on. We're going to need to mute this as soon as I can, because I bet it's going to start playing the radio, and I'm going to have to scream at you if it does. Let's turn that off. Oh, it's on mute. We're good, we're good. Right, so OBD. Entering system. What is that? Right, I think that's telling me the systems that's on the car. Okay, fine. Okay, exit. Don't care about that. Don't care about that. I just want to look. I don't know what I want. That. No. What the frick? I always thought it was just on that. Oh, is it because I'm not pressing enter, am I? I'm pressing the button in the middle. There we go. Enter. Bloody idiot. Right, let's have a look what she's saying. Engine management light status. There's 3 codes, supposedly. Right, so enter. Read codes. Current. O2 sensor circuit high voltage. Okay, next. How do we go next? O2 circuit. O2 sensor, that's what that is. Heater control circuit, low bank sensor 1. And then engine coolant temperature sensor. So are these all just current issues or not? So enter, oh, exit, anything permanent? Apparently not. Anything pending? Apparently not. Right, so if we just clear these codes, please turn ignition on, key off, blah blah blah, with engine off, but yeah, done that. emission related diagnostic information has been cleared. So, to be fair, when I picked up the car it didn't have the light on. So if I fire it up now, yeah, she's gone off. Don't know how long it's going to be before it comes back on, but obviously when it comes back on I will check the codes again and we'll see where we are. So far in this video we have cleared a code, 3 codes, O2 sensor, which might just be a faulty O2 sensor, and that's 2 of the codes, and a coolant temperature sensor. Don't know if there's an issue, don't know if there's a plug off or anything. I'll have to have a look at the plugs and that, make sure they're plugged in first, and look at the wires. If you think back to when we did Project Flip, we had damaged wires on the O2 sensor, so that was an easy fix without buying a new one. So we need to have a look at that. Right, so while I'm in the car, I've found that dodgy wiring of that boost gauge. That's bad. Whoever did that, and I think I know who did that one. No good. You can't do that. Use spade connectors or something. That's not good. I'm gonna tape up the wires for now. I think the boost gauge is still, yeah, the actual needle is still connected. Yeah, and I'm gonna remove this pod. Drop the phone. I'm gonna remove that pod just because it's in my way and I don't like it. I'll live with the little holes behind it for the time being. So the last screw out. It's gonna drop off. A second, there we go. That's what we're left with for now. A square hole and 2 screw mounts, which is not blocking my view, which I don't mind, because that blocked my view. I'm just throwing it around the car now. This is something that you'd have, this is like an eBay special that you'd have for like a JDM car or something, which we do have a JDM car on the channel. I won't be binning this is for sure. I will be saving this for now. You never know when that might come in handy on another build or another project, because it's single condition. But I'm happy with that. Don't get me wrong, I'm not happy with that. Plus, right, I have to point out the fact that someone put a pillar on there and it says airbag. Airbag comes out of there somewhere. I don't know if it comes out that way or comes out this way, but either way, you've got some plastic and you can have some wires or whatever on there. This airbag shoots off. Who knows where it's going to go or what it's going to do? When you put metal screws in it, when the airbag goes off, it's a bomb, you know? You could end up freaking killing yourself or blinding yourself or something. So I'm going to get another pillar cover. When I get a new pillar cover, I'll show you the airbag. There's definitely an airbag behind there, because it says so. Some of the lower spec ones don't have it, but this has. Like, it's got one here too. Hang on, focus. There we go, airbag. So there's an airbag, definitely a curtain one on this window, probably a curtain one on that window. It's in the pillars, it's in the steering wheel, it's in there as well. So there's at least 6 airbags in this car. If you look over there, I don't think that says airbag, so there's not one in the rear, like in the far back. But there is there, so we've got rid of a potential killing point. Whilst I'm here, and I have a screwdriver, granted it's the wrong kind of screwdriver I want, I'm just going to see if I can pull this out. Just so I can have a look behind it at what wires there is. And if there's an actual cage. I think there is an actual cage in it. I can see something there. Oh no, that's just the actual CD player, I think. But I'm trying to pull this head unit out so we can have a look behind it, just see what wires and that's there. See if we can see any more dodgy wiring like down there as well. So the head unit's pulled out. Here we have the wiring. So it looks like someone's put additional wiring bits in there and tucked them out of the way, which is nice, but yes, it was held in with freaking cardboard. Right, a cage is like a matter of a couple of quid. Right, here's what the frick are all them plugs? I think someone, they feel like maybe steering wheel controls and stuff like that. That there's for the steering wheel controls, so they're I'm sure it is. I'm 99% sure it is. How many wires are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. More than I thought. So we have 6 buttons on here that don't do anything. But that'll be why. But I have no idea why there's these. Someone's proper butchered with the wiring in its life. Right. Sure, they go for steering wheel controls. I could be wrong. But at the moment, it's all working. I'm just going to tuck it back down out of the way, because obviously it tucked down into that big hole, which someone's cut out, which was actually a good idea to cut that out, because obviously it gave you room for all that wire. But here is our locking method. a couple of pieces of cardboard. Can we see what box this came from? It came from some Brembo brake pads. Look at that. Focus, Ford Focus 2, Mazda, Nissan, Opel, Vauxhall, Signum, Vectra 1. We might have some Brembo brake pads on the rear of this. Or front, I suppose, but I think it's rear. Might have, I'm not saying we have, but we might have. Right, well, I'm going to mount that back in there with its cardboard until I do the swap-a-roo, because I want to put Project Shed CD player in here, because this is going to be my daily now, not Project Shed, and I prefer it, because it does more stuff that I want it to do. So, I'll bang that back in there, and I'll come back to you. I've just taped them up with a bit of masking tape, because I can't find no electrical tape in my garage at the moment. Got a great big hole in the side of this freaking gear gator as well. Oh, 2 holes. Don't know if it's a burn or what. I don't think it's a burn. Look at that side. But I'm gonna get a new one that, yeah, why not? Because it comes off of there. Because it's tie wrapped on the bottom of there. So, and the gear knob's alright. So I'm gonna get a new gear gator. That's something we can do. I want to get a new one of these as well if I can, to make it look a bit better. Don't know how that changes, but I'm sure it's something we can do. Look at this! Oh, it's like dead slow. I love cup holders. Cup holders are the world. So them blue wires at the moment are there, but they're not they're not connected to anything. So I'm not taped them up or anything, because they purely just run to the back of that. Yeah, which is, and some of you are going to say, why didn't I stick that gauge in that pod? But like I said before, I don't like the pod. So there's no point sticking a gauge that I also don't like in it. So we're going to get a new gauge, one that doesn't rattle, and we're going to get the mount that fits in there. And we'll be able to mount it just like that. That's what we're going to do. I also need to find out how to stop it from saying that the parking lights are out. Look, it's saying both parking lights are out. Yeah, I can top up the washer fluid, which I'll do. And then there's this check safeguard. Hopefully some Vauxhall people that's going to watch this video are going to tell me how the frick. Because that's that. But I don't know, I don't understand how it works, if I'm honest. So if someone can like point me in the right direction, that'd be awesome. There we go, we're back together. There's another freaking hole. There's a hole in the side of the cigarette lighter. Bucket. Ashtray, what it is. Where is it? I've just seen it. There! Look! There's just holes everywhere. I'm assuming that was maybe for a different head unit or something, where it had a USB or auxiliary cable that plugged in there or something. Not quite sure, but it's just freaking. This is what happens when you buy a modified car. You just find the history of the car and bits everywhere. Either way, back together. I've looked in there. I've got rid of my code. The engine management light's on because the ignition's on, but it's not because it's on. Because it's on. Right, and we've got rid of the pillar. So we're done in here. Let's go and have a look at the boot. I need to start pulling out the rubbish and the crap and that as well from any previous owners. So there's 2 air fresheners there that we don't need. I found this little tub as well, which has also got a hole in the back of it. So that's had something in it as well. There's stuff everywhere. Right, in the back. Oh no, it's locked. Hold on, where's my keys? Right, so in the back of this seat, rubbish. In the back of this seat, nothing. Oh look, we have windy windows. Oh no, windy windows that do work. Oh, the winder's freaking falling out, isn't it? Oh, that's not a good start. Yeah. And this boot, because I've driven it to work the other day, I know that it's not lined up. So it shuts with a bang or don't shut at all. See? Yeah, that bang. Shouldn't bang like that. And I look on here and it's catching. So this plastic trim wasn't on when I got the car, and to be fair, it's right covered of crap. So I could do with getting a new parcel shelf. I want to get new carpets, I think, all round with the new plastic sides. May as well, really, haven't we? Oh, I've got a little hole in our seat there on there. So I think we're going to get a new parcel shelf instead of just replacing that. New parcel shelf, new plastics, new cupboards. I'll put the de-icer in there. Oh, it's full as well. We'll save that. Fuse box, alarm siren. Don't know if that's supposed to be there or not, but alarm siren's in there. have a look underneath. I think they have a space saver in here. Look at that. I ain't gonna clean up very well. Someone's told me to use toothpaste. Right, and it's wet through as well. Right, hang on. Carpet's out. So we have the crappy space saver, which I don't like. Plastic trim and a pen. And inside there is just the normal jack. I was just hoping to see like exposed cables, or it's had a sub or something in it. Now there's a hole there that's been drilled in the floor, so maybe that's been unearthed at some point for a sub. Don't really know. But it's actually pretty tidy in there. What can I see when I pull the back seat up? Lots more foam apparently. What's that? Animal jam. Oh no, we've got chips, guys. Oh no, Dr. Z. We have chips. I need to get rid of my chips. Oh no. Well, the number plate holder is not great, to say the least, because it just literally clips. This is like the stuff you find on lorries, I think. That's it, it's in. And ready? It's out. That is ridiculous. So I know our good friends, our nice new good friends, shall I say, over at Rollerplate are sorting us out with some laser cut ones, which will look awesome. But I need a better way of mounting it. Now, as you can see, we have reversing sensors that do not work. They do not work with this car, and they look a bit naff. Now, there's not a lot I can do unless I took them off and smoothed them out, sort of thing. But what about if I put the wireless reversing sensors we got for the Focus in the new number plates around? One, because that will hold the plate on better. Two, it will give us reversing sensors. And then if I stick the Android head unit in the middle of the car, I think I can get them all to work together. So then when you reverse, it will flip it up onto the screen inside the car, I think. But if I want a reversing camera, that's going to defeat the object of having a reversing camera. I don't know. Either way, I'm definitely going to need some touch-up paint, because, excuse my language, they look shit. And there's a chip at the side of the plate, big chip as well, so I need some black touch-up paint. And that's starting to go back to chrome on there as well. So again, some black touch-up paint just to cover it up. And yes, the VXR badge will be coming off if I do it. See, the paint's not amazing, look. It's like someone's rattle canned it. And that's... is it foam me back? I need to warm it up either way with like a kettle. Because it's not a VXR, guys. We know that. So we don't want to advertise it as one. Some of you was asking about the exhaust as well. Yes, it's wonky, but it doesn't have any back boxes, look. It's just pipes. So there's a middle box. You might be able to see it on the screen. And then in front of the middle box is a 200 cell sports cat. So it does have a sports cat on it. One of the previous owners told me that. Oh. Cracky me, I'm knackered. So this is where we're at. We need to clean up the Vectra and, you know, have a proper good look at his paint and get it washed and have a good inspection. But if you've watched my live stream, not been very well. I'm already out of breath and dying. So can't really do much more on that. The Golf is still waiting for its side skirts. I'm off to a car show tomorrow with the Supra. If the weather's okay when I get back, which it should be, I'm going to get the skirts on it. And yes, it does need a wash. Once we've done that, the Golf will have its couple of little mods that I've got left in the garage, and the Golf will be done. But James at Savage Garage, I heard you mention something about a diesel off. Maybe, you know, like a one-on-one race. Maybe you have something that could go against the Golf. Who knows, you know. You've mentioned that. You came to my live stream and mentioned a diesel off, and other people saw it. So guys watching this video, make sure you pop across to his channel. If you don't support him already, make sure you subscribe, because he is far better than I am. And maybe we'll have a diesel off. Either way, that's the daily, that's the project, and halfway down the street, hold on, like really far in the distance, there's a Supra. Right, thank you very much for watching, guys. We'll see you in another video very soon. Hopefully I'll be a bit better and I can do a bit more. Thank you very much, bye bye. Power!